Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about beloved makeup products, OGs kind of, products that have been around for a while, talked about for a while, that are still talked about today. So often in this beauty space we hear products get really hyped up the first month or two that they release, and then all of a sudden you hear nothing about them anymore. So today I want to talk to you about 10 products that have been around for, I believe everything that I'm going to talk about today has been around for at least, I think at least a year, if not 2 years or longer, that I still hear talked about personally, at least throughout the channels that I watch. Again, this could be different from person to person, depending who you watch and versus who I watch, but definitely these 10 products I still hear talked about, and not just like one person has said one thing about them. Like, I still hear these talked about quite a bit. So I think this original idea came about through Hannah Poston. I did not see her video, but I heard someone, and it wasn't a channel that I follow, but I just happened to be watching Shop My Stash videos while I was getting ready for work one day, and she mentioned that Hannah had talked about beloved products that still get talked about today. I wish I had saved the channel, the Shop My Stash that I had watching. I honestly, you guys, I cannot remember whose channel it was, or I would leave them linked below. But I will leave Hannah's channel linked below. I had tried to search her channel with beloved makeup products and I couldn't find the original video, so I don't know if it was something that she just talked about in a video at some point, but regardless, I'll have her channel linked down below. Super long-winded introduction as always. If you guys are interested in this video, then stay tuned. First, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so before you go. I post videos every single Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first 4 products, we are bringing it way back, you guys, like way back. So the first product I want to talk about is MAC Warm Soul, or just MAC blushes in general. I mean, MAC as a brand used to be so hyped on YouTube, and it's definitely not as hyped anymore as the market has become more saturated, but I still hear people mention their blushes, specifically Warm Soul. Now, I know Samantha Ravindell always talks about how the formula is different now, which makes me really sad. Here it is swatched on my hand because I don't have the original, I have the new version, and I do think that I do see that there is micro glitter in this new blush, but I still really do love this blush. I think it is beautiful. I also have a couple other blushes from MAC. MAC Melba was just recently in a Shop My Stash, and I really enjoyed using that. I think MAC blushes are phenomenal, and I can definitely see why they are still talked about. Another one, and the reason I might hear so much about this is because I follow quite a few panning channels, but the Mary Lou luminizer from the Balm. I mean, this is just such an OG staple product. I swear this is like what made highlighting a thing. I still have mine in my collection. I still use mine from time to time. I actually should pull this out and use this. I should pull this into a Shop My Stash soon. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you'll be able to see it swatched because clearly I can never figure out my lighting, and I apologize. You can always see my ring light above my head. I actually have a bigger dip on this than I had expected to have had. Anyway, you guys, this is a beautiful highlight. You can still get your hands on this. I would still recommend this highlight. I think it is a gorgeous highlight. Now the highlighter market, just beauty in general, is so saturated. There's so many other highlighting options on the market. I think that this is a really nice one at not like a affordable cost necessarily, but it's not as expensive as like a $38 Becca or Natasha Denona highlight. So highly recommend the Mary Luminizer highlighter. I think it's still a great highlight. I definitely see why people still talk about this. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I feel like no one's ever going to stop talking about this because it's such a phenomenal formula at such a good price for such a great product. I'm currently panning mine, as you can see, and I 100% will repurchase this when I finish this. One, because I love the formula, but two, I feel like you're just like not cool if you don't have this blush. And I don't mean that meanly, you guys, but like I just feel like everyone and their mother owns this blush. Like I feel like you're not a YouTuber if you don't own this blush. And again, I don't mean it like literally, but it just seems that way. But regardless, I really do love this formula. I know they've expanded their shade range on this too, which is very exciting. So 100%, like I hear this talked about across so many channels all the time, for a good reason. Okay, this next product is one that I still hear talked about from time to time, not quite as much, and I actually don't like this product. And actually, I have the original packaging, but the product that I have inside here is an Mercier translucent powder, which is obviously what I'm talking about. You guys, I just can't get into this product. So many people rave about this. This is like their holy grail, but for me, my skin is just too dry to use this. Now, if you have oily skin, apparently like this is a really great powder for you, and I believe it. I believe it because it is fairly mattifying. I just find it too heavy even if I use it underneath my eyes. But 10,000%, I still hear this raved about all the time, and I guess I don't understand it, but clearly a lot of people think it's worth the hype. So this is one that has truly been around for a really, really, really long time too. Like, this has withstood the test of time, in my opinion. It's been around. Has this been around for like 4 or 5 years? It's got to have been. But I still hear this talked about very, very often. And next up, Modern Renaissance. I mean, this truly is a cult classic palette, and I feel like this is never not going to be talked about, just because this is truly, in my opinion, what put warm tone palettes on the market. It's what made them cool, and this is another one too. I feel like everybody has this palette. This is definitely not my favorite palette in my collection. But that being said, I just don't dabble in reds and pinks that often. But the other shades in the palette, like the neutrals and like the browns, even the mauve, I do really like. I really like this palette. I think it's worth the hype that it gets. It gets so much hype, and I don't think the hype on this will ever quit. Another ABH product, and spoiler alert, or what am I, hot tip? What am I trying to say? In case you haven't heard, this recently got relaunched or re-released again. This is the ABH Amrezy Highlight, and this is a limited edition highlighter. This is the second one that they did together. So many people love this that they brought it back, and even after they brought it back and it went away again, so many people talk about this highlight. I personally really love this highlight as well, and now they've re-released it for a 3rd time. The shade on this is just truly so unique. I've swatched this next to like every champagne highlight in my collection, and I don't have a true shade dupe for this. It's also just such a unique formula. I just absolutely love this highlighter. I think that this is worth the hype that it gets. I'm very excited that they've re-released it again. So if you haven't gotten your hands on it and it's something that you've been wanting to try, get it before it's gone again. Who knows if they'll release it for a 4th time, but this is definitely one that has gotten so much hype, and I continue to hear about even after it's been, you know, retired and then brought out of retirement and then retired again. One product that I wanted to mention that I do actually own a mini, but I'm too lazy to go grab it now that I think about it, is the NARS Orgasm Highlight. I mean, I swear this has been around since before I was born, and I still hear people talk about this. Now, I don't 100% get the hype on this, just because it does have, in my opinion, this is one that can be a little too like glittery on the cheeks. It's just not my personal favorite formula when it comes to blush. I also think either like I get no pigment payoff or I get like way too much pigment payoff when I use my NARS Orgasm blush. But I mean, so many people still love this highlighter, so clearly NARS did something right here. I have another bronzer to mention. Do you guys feel like you could guess what it, I think it was in my thumbnail picture, so you probably can guess. It's the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. So this is another one that was released and like sold out immediately, and then so many people were raving about it, but it was retired, and then they re-released this and made this permanent to the line, and thank goodness that they did, because this is just such a beautiful, beautiful bronzer, and I would hate to have this in my collection and not be able to talk about it, because it's such a nice formula, such a, again, beautiful color. This is one that I find that I can like rarely go heavy-handed with, and I've been known to go way too heavy-handed with bronzer before. I just feel like this typically always looks good on my skin. It's like one of the products, like a trustworthy product in my collection. Like, I don't even have to think when I use this. I don't have to get nervous. This is something where like if I need to run out the door, if I'm going to work and I'm in a hurry, I know I can just slap this on and I'll like be okay. Where there's some other products in my collection where if I'm going to work, I'm like, ooh, like I'm not gonna use this today because I don't know if it's gonna look good. This is one I feel like is always gonna look good. I feel like so many people still talk about this bronzer, and for good reason. 100% get the hype with this. 2 more products to talk about. Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, this has been around for a couple years now. Do you guys remember when this first released? And literally, I don't think anyone spoke about another concealer for like a solid 3 to 4 months. There definitely isn't as much hype surrounding this concealer as more brands have released concealers, etc., but still I hear this talked about very, very, very often. For me, this is just an okay concealer. It's a little bit too high coverage for me. It's a very long lasting concealer. I've told this story multiple times on my channel before, but I wore this out one night in Vegas and everything else melted off my face, but I had triangles, white triangles of concealer underneath my eyes. I came in that night, like we got back to our hotel room and I looked in the mirror and I literally was horrified, and then I just like burst out laughing because I was like, I have been walking around looking so ridiculous. Why did none of my friends tell me? First of all. And second of all, I just was like laughing my ass off because I looked so freaking ridiculous. But if you need a concealer that is gonna last you through pretty much anything, I would recommend Tarte Shape Tape. I think I definitely understand why this is still talked about. Once I finish, so I have 2 of these in my collection. I don't know if I would repurchase this. I don't know. It's an okay concealer. I do get why people still talk about it, and I definitely hear this talked about still so often. And then the last product I have to talk about is another MAC product. This is surely like an OG staple product. MAC lipsticks, matte bullet lipsticks. I mean, so many people still wear matte bullet lipsticks. I know that they still release bullet lipsticks, so it could be that people are using new ones, but I still hear people talk about Velvet Teddy, about Ruby Woo. The one that I just grabbed is in the shade Give In. It's not like I really hear people specifically call it this shade, but I really do enjoy the MAC bullet lipstick formula. I don't love the matte version. This is in which one is this? I don't know. This is the amplified. This one's a little bit more creamy. I also don't mind like the satin formula, but 100% like matte bullet lipsticks are just a staple, like iconic product truly, and I definitely had to mention them as one of the 10 products I still hear talked about and used all the time. After that concludes today's video. Leave me a comment and let me know what products you hear talked about that have been around for a while, still like iconic products or really raved products that have kind of withstood the test of YouTube time, if you will. I would love to hear from you guys. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch this video, and I will catch you in tomorrow's. Bye.